Blood Origin has gotten the worst scores of a Netflix original. The show has been panned by users and critics alike, but Netflix must be freaking out over how they've killed The Witcher on their service because they've tried to release some funny clips of cast members over the past few days, but every post that they have made has gotten roasted and ratioed by angry Witcher fans. I have a bunch of different things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month, or support the channel via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So, of course, I'm sure you all know who Joey Beatty is. He played Jaskier in the Witcher original series, and of course, he did have a small cameo in Blood Origin, and they have used him for a ton of marketing material because, of course, they were trying to get the Mothership show fans to watch this limited series, and they, of course, have failed because people have been furious with it, and the people who did come over from the original show are now even more mad at Netflix over the direction that they've brought both of their shows in, but they decided to post this short video of him talking about if there were two Jaskiers in a room, would they have sex? First of all, I don't know why they decided to do that. Second of all, he decided to say yes, and they were laughing and having fun with the question. A lot of people found it pretty cringeworthy. A lot of people here are like, why would you even ask him that? Why would you post this clip like it was funny? But since it's only been a few days since Blood Origin's release, they haven't posted too much. They've only really posted like now available on Netflix, and they're posting some short video clips like this, and on these threads they are getting absolutely annihilated by angry Witcher fans saying, you've messed up Blood Origin, you've messed up the original show, you need to just quit it with these projects, because we are hearing that they want to do more with this world and this universe and these characters. I mean, I talked about in a video yesterday about how one of the co-showrunners for Blood Origin came out and said that he's hopeful that it's going to get a season 2, and he would love to work with these actors again and with this, crew again, even though this is a limited series. It doesn't look like there's a way that it's going to get another season, especially with the awful ratings that it's getting. But yeah, people in these comments are furious. People are saying things like, your biggest issue is that we expected nothing more. And this is very true. I had zero hype for this show, and I know a lot of other people didn't as well. And of course, with all of the drama surrounding Henry Cavill, all of the unfortunate news that we have gotten that he is out as Geralt has just killed a lot of people's excitement for this franchise. And that is sad to say because I love The Witcher. The novels are amazing, the video games are amazing, but Netflix just hasn't been able to nail the show so far. People are saying things like, we expected nothing less. And the user scores have actually gone up a tiny bit. It had dropped all the way down to a 7%, and now it's up to a 12%. But a lot of people are calling shenanigans on this, saying that they think Netflix is botting the audience scores to try to raise them because it has gone up several percent. I don't know if I necessarily believe that just because I haven't seen any evidence of it, but at the same time, I wouldn't really put it past Netflix. And if you look at the audience reviews, the ones that are like 5 stars, they're very short and all very generic, like, great show, it doesn't deserve the hate it's getting, which again makes the situation even more unbelievable. But going back to the Twitter thread, people are just dunking on Netflix. I haven't seen a lot of people talking about this, but I think that the timing of Blood Origin is a little bit suspicious. So, of course, Netflix originally wanted The Witcher because they wanted their own competitor to Game of Thrones, Wheel of Time, Rings of Power. But now that all of these shows have released and there's nothing coming out now, it's almost like they wanted to release Blood Origin so that they could just kind of rip the band-aid off and get it over with. Yes, they have been working on this show for a while, but they knew there was going to be controversy because this was originally supposed to be 6 episodes, and then they cut it down to 4 episodes. So it's like they knew that the content was going to be criticized, but now that, House of the Dragon is over for at least 2 years, Rings of Power is over, Wheel of Time, is over. There's nothing actively releasing right now. It's like they just decided, you know what, we're going to push this show out, and then maybe they were planning on just like setting it and forgetting it, because of course they are focused on season 3 releasing in the summer of 2023. But I just think it's kind of odd how they release it now that everything else has come out and there's a gap in these shows. Again, I think that they knew it was going to face backlash, but probably not this much. This meme is also going around. It's just, of course, Keanu Reeves, but it's someone being forced to watch a show on their phone, and it happens to be Blood Origin. That's how I felt watching this. Again, I'm a huge fan of The Witcher, but watching this was just torture. I found no enjoyment in it. I try to be positive. I try to find things to like even in the worst of projects, and there was nothing with the show that I could say, wow, okay, this was good, or at least was okay. This show honestly does deserve the 12% audience score that it's sitting at. Literally everything about the series has become super cringe and the worst rated show of the year, and in the same year that Rings of Power was released. Netflix really decided, you know what, we are going to create some major competition for Rings of Power. Both of these companies thought that their shows were going to go amazing, people were going to love them, and they both took a lot of backlash. But it is hilarious that Blood Origin really gave Rings of Power some competition for the worst show of the year. They also recently posted this talking about the visual effects of the series, and people are already saying things like, not interested, you deserve the bad scores that you got, get Henry back or we're not watching The Witcher anymore, which is sad to see because they have messed up The Witcher so much. They've strayed away from the source material so much that even the most dedicated Witcher fans have no interest in Netflix's series with this franchise at this point. But as you can see, Witcher Blood Origin is still getting absolutely roasted online. I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon, and I think that Netflix is feeling the burn of putting out another bad series. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it and found it important and informative, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.